Hey, welcome to Let's Draw Digital, the show where I teach you how to create digital illustrations. I'm your host, Cadena, and this is episode 2, Layer and Weight. In this episode, we're going to discuss using layers, which means the basics, opacity, blending modes, masks, and adjustment layers. We're also going to be talking about pen pressure, which means line weight and the amount of ink. Now with layers are levels of your file. Think of them like a transparent sheet that you would see on a projector. The top sheet will show above the middle sheet, which will show above the bottom sheet. If you're on the middle layer, it won't affect the top layer or the bottom layer. If you're on the top, you get it. Opacity, sometimes called alpha, or the alpha channel, is how much the layer is visible. If it's 100%, it's all there. It's 50, it's half there. If it's 0, it's invisible. You understand percentages, right? It comes in handy in a bunch of ways. Say you're drawing a rough sketch. Now you want to draw over that sketch with a bit more refinement. Lower the opacity to 30, create a new layer above it, and use the lower layer as your guide. Also, let's say you're adding a shade layer. You can start going a full dark color, and when you're done, just knock that opacity down to where you like it. Blending modes are modifiers that change the way that the layer interacts with the other layers below it. Let's take this drawing and add this splotch of color above it. Now we can go into the blending modes, drop down, and go through the options. Some will make it darker, some will make it lighter, some will just switch the color. You can play with these and see which works best with your piece. Masks are a way to contain your layers. It's also a good way to erase something without fully getting rid of it. Let's start with a sketch here. Now say I only want to color inside of this character. So what I would usually do is use the magic line tool on this line layer and select everything on the outside. Now I invert the selection. Now everything on the inside is selected. Create a new folder or a new layer and click the button that looks like a square with a little hole inside. That's the mask button. As you can see, nothing is going outside the boundaries of this mask. You can also use a mask to erase, as we'll see here. Take this image and just click the mask button. Now click on this part right here. That's a little preview of what the mask is doing. White is shown, black is transparent. Use your pen or brush in black to erase part of the image, or white to bring it back. Erasing an image can destroy it if you make a mistake too far back to undo. With masking, the image is always there. Adjustment layers modify the layers below. These can change things like the hue, the saturation, light and dark levels, color balance, curves, vibrance. These adjustments can be applied directly to the layer as well, but it's more of a permanent change. Having the adjustments exist in a layer makes it easier to edit or just remove. Pen pressure relies on the device that you're using. Your device will have a pen pressure sensitivity number. My old Wacom 13HD has 2048 levels of pen pressure sensitivity. My Microsoft Surface Book 2 has 4096. Can I tell the difference? Not really. As long as it's in the 2000s or above range, it should be fine. A lot of the newer ones have 8000 range. Why does any of that matter? The pressure sensitivity number denotes how accurate your pen press is as it relates to the pressure you use when drawing on the device. Let's say you have a common brush that changes the weight of your line depending on your pressure. If I draw this line with a light pressure and heavy pressure, you can see the difference in line weight. You can also have a brush that reacts differently with pen pressure. It can either lay more ink or have a different kind of texture to it. This can be better for paint effects. Now let's do a quick draw and I'll leave you alone. Watch for the uses of layers and pen pressure. Thanks for watching. Join me next time for episode 3, where we're going to discuss using reference to hone your skills and create better drawings. See you next time.